Every day you've gotta be brave just to be able. Put a smile on your face and just soldier on. Easier said than done when you're lonely, but you're not the only one looking on. You don't need to be afraid, there's no need to worry. You don't have to run away when life ain't easy. Rest assured I'm your shoulder to cry on, so put your weight on me. I'll be there holding your hand whenever you need someone to call, whenever the world don't understand. I'll be there holding your hand whenever you feel afraid to fall, whenever you need the strength to stand. Never throw the towel in, don't think that it's over. Pick it up and start again, 'cause nothing is free. Rest assured I'm the one you can lean on, so put your weight on me. I'll be there holding your hand whenever you need someone to call, whenever the world don't understand. I'll be there holding your hand whenever you feel afraid to fall, whenever you need the strength to stand. I'll be there as a soldier in battle. I'll be there underwater or fire. You're my sunlight, so I'll be your shadow, and I'll stay by your side. You don't need to be afraid, there's no need to worry. Put a smile on your face and just soldier on. I'll be there holding your hand whenever you need someone to call, whenever the world don't understand. I'll be there holding your hand whenever you feel afraid to fall, whenever you need the strength to stay. I'll be
My name is Dr. Thomas Parham, and I chair the Department of Cinematic Arts. I teach screenwriting and film and television studies, especially popular culture. I love what I teach because I love helping students discover that their passions can be fertile topics for research areas. For example, I take students to a national conference every year that's not meant for undergrads, but I've had students who actually got book proposals based on their undergraduate papers. And they realize that God has put these passions for research in them, whether the topics be science fiction, fantasy, feminism, or whatever. I communicate my passion to my students through my enthusiasm and also my mentorship of them, being able to spend time outside the classroom with them, whether taking them to charity events to be superheroes for sick kids in a hospital, or taking them to a national conference where they can interact with other students, graduate students, and also other professors who have similar research interests as them. Good morning, and welcome to APU's 2018 Year-End Celebration and Employee Recognition event. A special welcome to our colleagues viewing remotely from our regional campuses and sites in San Diego, Murrieta, Inland Empire, High Desert, Orange County, Los Angeles, and Monrovia. This year's theme is superheroes, and as the saying goes, dress for the job you want. Throughout this program, we will show video montages of employees who have reached milestones in their service to APU. In fact, all the service from our 5-year honorees through our 45-year honoree represents combined service of 2.25 millennia. And earlier this morning, Dr. Mark Stanton hosted a breakfast for retirees and new professors emeriti. Now, please join me in welcoming to the stage Peggy Campbell, Chair of APU's Board of Trustees.
Thanks, Tom. I just want to say, where is my costume? It is my privilege, one last time, to come to you and say thank you on behalf of the Board of Trustees for your remarkable service at this university. Actually, I was going to say thank you, extraordinary people, for your extraordinary work. But I was there Saturday, so I'm going to say thank you, ordinary people, for seizing hold of the extraordinary power of God that we serve to do the extraordinary things that you do at this university. A long time ago, friends encouraged me to memorize the book of Colossians. And when I got to the end, reciting that over and over and over again, as I would get to the end of chapter 4, I would feel a palpable sense of Paul's appreciation for those that he calls out in that chapter. Tara Beth reminded us that Romans 16 also recounts a list of names of those who really made effective Paul's work in Rome, the men and women who served faithfully. So, I want you to know, if I were writing my letter to the church at Azusa Pacific University, your name would be at the end of my letter. I want you to know, each of you, all of you, how grateful we are for your service. Saturday, when I came back for the evening ceremony, a young woman in the parking lot, Lily, greeted me by name. I've never met Lily before, but she helped me navigate that hot afternoon to park in the right place and so forth. I know that several hundred of you worked in the heat of Saturday, and thank you for that. But I also know that every day there are those who work in the heat of balancing budgets, in the heat of figuring out how to help those who want to come here financially accessible. I know that some of you work in the heat that is creating new curriculum. Some work in the heat that is our 6 regional centers. Some work in the heat that is making sure our equipment works right every time we come to our desk or into our classroom. Some work in the heat of the kitchen and have done that already today. Some work in the heat that is cleaning toilets, as Camilla does. Whatever sector you work in, I want you to know that your effective, your beautiful, your remarkable work is known by the Board of Trustees at APU. And that we continually, perpetually give thanks to God for you. So, would you bow with me? And I would like to do that publicly. Father, indeed, I am blessed to say once again, thank you for the community that is APU. More than that, thank you for the name after name after name that makes up that community and accomplishes our mission to develop disciples and scholars who will indeed change the world. I thank you, Lord, for the achievements that we celebrate today, the milestones, the joy of serving together, But Father, I also pray over the year to come. We acknowledge this will be a significant year. And while we celebrate the past, we also look ahead. And Father, I pray anew and afresh, as each heart does here, I know, that you would find us people who please you by our actions. That as we together look at transition ahead, you would break down barriers that prevent us from doing our most effective work. At the same time, that you would build up within us a spirit of unity, a spirit of forgiveness, a spirit of creativity, a spirit of wisdom, of boldness and confidence that you, yet again, will provide for us the best year ever in APU's history. Thank you for the joy that is ours in this day. We bless your name. Amen. It is my further privilege to speak to you in memory of a beloved staff member who went home to be with the Lord this last fall. Dave McCorkle worked in graduate and professional student financial services for almost 20 years, most of them as a student account counselor. He was a dedicated professional and a friend to all who knew him. And Dave was known for his creativity, for his kindness, and for his quick wit. If you worked near Dave, you knew that he was a gifted origami artist and were likely a recipient of one of his handiworks, especially at his favorite season, which was Christmas. Dave was a connoisseur of music and a musician himself, playing the organ at his local church. So this morning we want to reflect on his memory as we listen to Alex Russell from our School of Music, playing the beautiful hymn, Be Still, My Soul, reflecting on not only Dave's memory, but those who have gone before us and have received their eternal reward. Thank you.
Educational achievements are printed in the program and were listed on the screens before our event. Today, we honor employees who've completed degrees. If you received a bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree during this year, please stand so we can recognize you. We would also like to recognize our employees who have received promotions over the past year. The faculty and staff promotions are printed in the program and were listed on the screens before our event. Would the employees who have received promotions over the past year please stand?
Well,
APU! How we doing? How we feeling? Wow.
Okay.
Congrats on being here. Congrats on being an APU employee. This is about to become the best event of your lives. My name is Nikki Slavich, and I work with the wonderful, the one and only Stacy Champagne.
thank you, Nikki.
Yes,
What a gift, what a
yes.
gift. Okay,
So, what do we want to do, Stacy? What is
I
our
think-
vision for the next 9.5 minutes with our friends out here?
This is what we can do.
This is what we
We
can do.
can play a game.
We love games. We love
Okay.
games. Here's how the game works. It is called Kahoot. How many of you have heard of a Kahoot before?
Yes!
Yes.
Kahoot lovers!
Yes.
Yes.
Faculty, this is a free promotion. You should use this in your classroom. It is the best game in the world. What you're going to want to do is pull out your mobile device, your smartphone, and we are going to play an interactive game together. Stacy will give further instructions, but for now, please pull out your phone, and we are going to play a game.
Okay,
Stacy.
so now that you have your phones out, this is going to be such a fun game. So what we're going to do is, in just a moment, there is going to be a number, like a pin code on the screen. So maybe that's going to come up. That's great. When it does, you are going to first just go to the website, kahoot.it. And in case you're wondering about the spelling, it's Kahoot. So kahoot.it.
Yes.
So get there, kahoot.it.
And it should be on the screen in a moment.
It's coming.
In 1 moment. That's okay. I'm not
You know
worried
what?
about it. Hey,
Oh!
there it is. There's
Okay.
the website at the top. Very top right. It's hard to see. Kahoot.it. Sounds like a cheer. Kahoot.it. When you go to that website, you are going to put in that number, and you are going to create a username. We have Dr. Dre, like the artist, Dr. Dre. Is he here? I didn't know that.
I love Dr. Dre.
You're gonna put your name. You can put a fun nickname. Please keep it appropriate. We are APGU, right? God first. Let's keep it appropriate. We have Cardi T,
Cardi T.
Holly Mag, Hammer, James Brooks. Where you at, James Brooks? I know you. Where are you? Hey,
Woo, woo.
welcome.
Yay, James.
Welcome to the Kahoot, my man. Good to see you.
There's princesses here. Nikki, you're playing.
I'm
You're
playing.
This is
I'm
awesome.
playing. I'm very good at multitasking. John Wallace, maybe? We have Fur, we have McLippy, we have Captain, we have another Nikki
Elvis
Slavich.
Presley is in the building.
Yeah,
Whoa,
I'm not sure
this
what's
is amazing,
happening.
Amazing.
We have Michelle, we have Joe. We're gonna give you just a few more seconds to create your username and then start the quiz together.
Okay,
Yes.
a couple instructions about this, how it's gonna work. Once you're in here, there is gonna be a question that comes up on the screen, and then the answer, you will see the answers on the screen, and then you will find the corresponding color on the screen with the answers on your mini screen.
Yes.
So, questions and answers are on the screen. You then find the color that matches on your mini screen, and that is how you will respond.
It does take slight multitasking, but you're an APU employee. You can do anything, right?
It's true.
Okay, hopefully. So we're gonna start, let's give it 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
10 seconds, and then we're gonna
Final
get started.
push.
People are adding, people are having a fun time. The quiz is about to start. It is superhero themed. Thomas
Superheroes.
Parham is not allowed to play. He would get every single one. We are gonna start, does that feel good, Chad? In 3, 2, 1, let's start this Kahoot!
Woo!
Here we go, first question. Wait for it. Batman's secret identity. You know this. You grew up watching Batman. There he is. But you may be thrown off because we're trying to be tricky.
There's some debate out there. I hear it.
I get it. I get it.
I know.
Wait for it. It's Bruce Wayne.
Woo! How many got
You know that. It's
People are
Bruce
getting
Wayne.
it. Yes. Well, 245 of you got it. So
Well done.
done.
After every single question, we're going to see the leaderboard. Who is in first place? We see, wait for it,
Dr. Dre!
Dr. Dre!
Oh, Dre! Dr. Dre. Yes.
Dr. Dre,
okay.
brush that off your shoulder. You're in first place, my man.
Andre
Brush it off.
Garces. I couldn't be
How's
more
it feel?
proud. Okay.
Wow. Question 2. Stacy, lead us.
Okay. What is Superman's weakness? Uh-oh, come on. You know this. You know this. Superman's weakness, not Stacy's weakness. We know Nordstrom.
that would be maybe chocolate,
Nordstrom.
potentially. It's kryptonite. You know it's kryptonite. How many of you knew that? How many of you put chocolate? Wow. You put chocolate. Okay, I love it. Leaderboard, let's see what it says. That is aggressive. David Destroyer. Where are you? Are you in the house? Yeah, you don't want to admit to your name. You're kind of scared. Oh, no, you're not. Oh, you're not. Okay, great. The Destroyer dance.
Way to go, Destroyer.
I
Dr.
love
Dre,
it.
we want to see you back on that leaderboard. Okay, here we go.
Next question. Can you find the name that has not, keyword not, been associated with Batman? This is hard. This is challenging, I'll admit. Yeah.
Can't see
It's
it.
not Dark Knight.
You can't see the questions. You can't
It is
see
the world's greatest vigilante. What's that?
Oh, okay. We'll
sorry.
read the answers.
Okay, we'll read the answers. Thank you, Darren Bachman. By the way, can we give Darren Bachman a hand for all this wonderful setup?
Yes.
Darren
Okay.
Bachman. It is the world's greatest vigilante. Let's see what the leaderboard says. Oh, Clappy Ann. Where are you, Clappy Ann? Yeah. Christy, well done. You feeling good?
Okay.
Will you hold your lead?
Just for clarity, so we try to make it a little more fair again, we will read the answers. We'll read it top left, down to bottom left, top right, down to bottom right, okay?
It does take multitasking. The
Here we
answers
go.
are on the screen. The colors are on your phone. You will not see the answers on your phone. They will be on the screen. But we're warming up together. Next question.
What is Star-Lord's birth name?
If you know this.
Peter Quill, Stephen Rogers, Arthur Curry, or Clint Barton? Peter Quill, Stephen Rogers, Arthur Curry, or Clint Barton?
Related to Andrew Barton, I think.
Pretty sure.
Ah,
Probably.
okay. Peter Quill. Peter Quill.
Peter Quill.
Let's see what the leaderboard says.
And Clappy and whoa! Nice, Christy.
Well done. Good job. Any words? Any words? You're so nervous. I'm sorry.
nervous.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot like that.
Okay.
I didn't know you. I feel nervous too, Christy. I feel you.
Okay.
Let's go to the next question. Batman protects what city? We will read them on the screen. You know this. Chicago, Metropolis, Gotham City, New York City. We're talking about
We did
Batman.
it the wrong order. Chicago, Gotham City, Metropolis, New York City. Sorry.
Gotham City. Oh, because it didn't go in order?
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh,
There's
sorry.
Grace. Grace.
I realized what I
okay.
did.
Yeah, it's
I
all
realized
right.
what I did.
It's
But
all
you know
right.
that it's Gotham City. Clappy Ann.
Sorry. Ah. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Next
okay,
question.
Next question. How did Spider-Man get his powers?
Spider-Man.
How could he have gotten his powers? He was bombed by cosmic rays, electric explosion, born with powers, or bitten by a spider. Bitten by a spider.
You know this. His name is Spider-Man, right? Right? Cosmic rays, born with powers. I know how there could be confusion. The leaderboard says Clappy Ann.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
Do you still feel nervous, Christy?
Somebody
You're
knows they're
very
superheroes.
nervous. Okay, you know you're
Wow,
superheroes.
okay.
Next question. They will be read in order. This superhero's super tool includes bulletproof bracelets and a magic lasso. Who is she? Wonder Woman, Catwoman, Supergirl, Elastigirl. You know this. There was a movie about her. It was awesome. That's a big clue right there. Who is it, Stace?
It's Wonder Woman.
It's Wonder Woman.
But
you
it's
know
funny
this.
because I hear people like intentionally trying to throw
No.
people off.
Wonder
like
Woman.
it's like Elastigirl, but it's not. You know.
So
it's
good.
Wonder Woman.
Leaderboard.
Okay.
Wow. You can't limit Christy. She is on fire right now. Well done. Well done. Next question.
Besides Alan Scott and Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern also has used this secret identity. Barry Allen, John Dick Green, Kyle Rayner, Britt Reed.
Do we know?
These
I don't think I know.
I wouldn't know.
I don't. Who made this?
I don't know.
Who made this? We made this. Yeah.
Kyle Rayner.
Do we know
Some of
that?
you got that.
Is that hard? How many of you knew that? Well, I don't. 117,
I don't know
obviously.
It. I don't know it. I don't know.
Kyle Rayner.
Okay.
Let's see what the leaderboard says. Christy.
Whoa.
She keeps her lead.
Can somebody stop her? This is the question.
Where's Captain? Who's in second? Where are you, Captain? Captain?
My captain. Oh, captain.
Are you at a regional site? Okay, that's all right.
Cool too. That's
Captain,
awesome.
next question. We are
Okay.
going to read the
The
realm
realm-
that Thor and his guardians called Midgard is more commonly known by what name? New York City, Gotham, the Dark World, or Earth?
All these wonderful
Or
places. All these wonderful places.
It is Earth! Did we know that?
Tricked.
I
That
know.
was such a tricky one.
I know. I know.
Shoot.
It wasn't easy.
It wasn't easy.
I'm sorry about that.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Leaderboard. Oh, Captain!
You've done it.
Whoa! Where are you, Captain? Oh, Captain, where are you?
Captain! Yes!
Captain! Yeah! You feeling good? Yes. Do you know your superheroes, don't you? You're my captain. You're my captain. Next question. For all the marbles.
Which of the following gadgets does Batman not use? The Bat Plane, a utility belt, the Batmobile, or Cougar Bucks? I know Batman. Could he use Cougar Bucks?
But he
could.
doesn't use Cougar Bucks. That we know of. That we know of. This is for everything. This is for all the marbles. Can I get a drum roll like one of these real quick? Play along. Can I get a drum roll for our winner? The leaderboard says it is Captain!
Come on up here, Captain!
Come on up.
Come on up, Captain!
Come on up.
Yes, Captain! Okay, really quick. Yes. Just maybe you could introduce yourself to all our friends out here and maybe one highlight of working at APU.
Oh, good.
No pressure.
My name's Evan Gallagher. I'm in the School of Education, and shout out
these
School of Ed.
fans.
And I love working with our students.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Evan, and congratulations.
Well done. Well done.
And now, please turn your attention toward the screens.
David Brokaw, a special memory. I remember how proud I was to be part of APU several years ago when the APU men's soccer team rescheduled a match with Westmont. At the time, the Westmont campus had a bad fire, and their team would have had to forfeit the match otherwise. It just felt right. Advice for colleagues early in their APU journey. Things can sometimes get very busy at APU, and it's easy to forget what an amazing community we have. Remember to be thankful and to enjoy your students and colleagues. Great people are all around us. David Brokaw, 35 years of service. Maria Pacino. My mentor, Dr. Alice Watkins, encouraged me to keep working toward diversity, equity, and social justice. Advice for colleagues early in their APU journey. When you feel discouraged, find a trusted colleague who will listen and encourage you along the journey. Maria Pacino, 25 years of service. Dawn Thorson. I have fond memories of my years in service as the faculty moderator. Progress was made in how faculty salaries are reported and compared with other institutions of higher education, and how faculty collaborate with staff with regard to shared governance. Advice for colleagues early in their APU journey. Narrow your goals with regard to scholarship, and try to avoid being distracted by extraneous scholarly pursuits. Focus on your scholarly strengths rather than trying to do a little bit of everything. Dawn Thorson, 30 years of service. David Weeks. You have found your sweet spot when you love what you do. It is hard to find anything more satisfying than engaging in conversation with the next generation of young people about truth and goodness. Many of my special APU memories have occurred in the classroom, watching students discover what it means to love God with their minds. David Weeks, 35 years of service.
Several faculty and staff have been honored during the 2017-18 year for going above and beyond in their service to APU. I'd like to highlight some of those awardees. The recipients of the Uncommon Citizen Faculty and Staff Awards were Kathleen Tallman and Linda Mercer. Paul Flores received the Chase A. Sawtelle Inspirational Faculty Award. The recipient of the Teaching Excellence Award was Stan Deal. The Mary Hill Award for Advancing Women in Leadership went to Karen Longman. I now invite Sharon Robb from the Staff Council to the stage.
All right, I just got word that maybe my recipient is not here yet. So I'm going to try to delay just a minute or two while I go through this, and hopefully the person will walk through that door. So for the Inspirational Award, it's in memory of Vivian Felix. And we wanted to share with you a little bit about her, because it's been many years that we've had. So on behalf of Staff Council, I am privileged to present this award in honor of Vivian Felix. She was one of our first ladies of APU, the wife of Dr. Richard Felix, APU's president from 1990 to 2000. Vivian brought beauty to our university with her nurturing spirit of students and staff. She shared her lifelong love of literature and good writing in her years of teaching English at the college level. Her life was characterized by three overriding passions: mentoring students, supporting international students, as she was a Chinese immigrant herself, and the fight against the disease that eventually took her life. She was truly an inspiration to many of us in her time of APU, and I know many of you in this room actually knew her. As a way to honor Vivian, the Staff Council membership is pleased to be given the role of choosing the recipient each year. We ask all of you to submit nominations, and we received so many. It was beautiful, actually. They unintentionally distinguished themselves as an inspiration to the APU community. Their unwavering commitment to Christ is evident in their daily living, and our lives are made richer for knowing them. And honestly, after reading the numerous nominations, I really want to know all of these people even more. To honor the memory of Vivian Felix, an award is given annually to a staff member for exemplary Christ-like service. For this year's recipient, here are some key phrases that nominations spoke of for her. She is truly an inspiration to APU, her church, and her family. She continually lifts others up and shows respect and kindness to everyone. She is constantly giving praise to the Lord and literally never complains. She pitches in regardless if it's in her job duties. She's active in her church. She's a singer in the worship team. She is an all-around great friend. She's a servant leader committed to numerous jobs that she holds. Positive attitude in everything that she does. She's a mentor to our students. And she's a caregiver to her father. And the best thing that I think is she shows joy in everything that she does. So, I'm not sure if she made it here yet, but please join me in congratulating this year's 2018 Vivian Felix Award recipient, Lucille Chavez. So Lucille is she's an admissions counselor and is a Welcome Center coordinator. And so when you see her, and hopefully she'll be able to see this on the screen, please congratulate her on campus, and I will get this to her later. Thank you.
can't believe it myself. Suddenly I'm up on top of the world. It should have been somebody else. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me. Just like the light of a new day, it hit me from out of the blue, breaking me out of the spell I was in, making all of my wishes come true. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me. This is too good to be true. Look at me, falling for you. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just believe it or not.
The Vivian Felix Award recipient was giving a tour. Sharon, why don't you come and do this all over again?
I'm going to try this again. Come over here. Okay. All right. So she is as shocked and she has no idea what is about to happen. She's getting a clue. But I want to tell you what I shared with all of these people. Okay. You were nominated. You were nominated with some beautiful words by people that really I can tell that just love you dearly. She, as I said to all of you, but I want her to hear this. Your commitment to the duties that you do here at APU are noticed. Thank you. Makes me cry watching her. Just your commitment to the few jobs that I heard that you have. Mentoring students, welcoming our families to the campus, giving care to your father with everything that you do, being an all-around great friend, even with all of that. I don't know where you find time. But really, it is our honor to present to you this year's Vivian Felix Inspirational Award.
Do I have to say anything? You know, the university, as the church, is not about facilities and buildings and location and those things. It's about the people who constitute who we are. And so one of the exciting and real things that happens is that we have an opportunity to live our lives in this place as an act of service to Christ. That's what we're about at APU. And so for this moment, this morning, you saw a few moments ago the names of a number of individuals who have dedicated a significant portion of their life to Azusa Pacific University. So let me speak first to the staff, because we all know, and I'll speak as a faculty member, we all know that the staff are the people who make Azusa Pacific University work, right? Over the years, I have watched so many staff members interact with students in so many different ways. And you have your job to do, but you're also interacting with people regularly, all in the service of our students. And our staff are highly valued and a critical part of our academic mission at APU. And then our faculty come to teach and to mentor and to help stretch academically the students who come to us. And we had a breakfast earlier this morning where we recognized many of the long-term people, both staff and faculty at APU, and those who are retiring. And it's the idea of a life well lived, isn't it? A life lived in service that has had meaning. And now individuals are stepping out of that role, many into other opportunities or the next phase of their life. But what a powerful opportunity to recognize them for all that they have done. Amongst the faculty are those who have served at APU for a specified period of time. Our handbook has all the details about this, but they have committed a significant portion of their life to Azusa Pacific University and to mentoring students. And those individuals receive a designation as faculty emeritus, and we award them this commemorative picture of our mascot that they are able then to put on the wall of their office at home or wherever they go for the next phase of their life. And when they look at it, to remember their time of service here at APU. So can we have all of the folks who are retiring this year please rise, and will you join me in expressing appreciation to them for their service to APU? Thank you.
Okay, we're back.
Back in action, everyone. Who's
Okay.
ready for redemption? Round 2 of
The
our
redemption
favorite
story.
game. What is it, Stace?
It's Kahoot!
Back in
Round
action.
2.
Round
but
2.
these are going to be superheroes that you know, that you love.
Yes.
The theme is APU superheroes. So you know these people, you love these people, and here's the truth. Each and every person in this room could have been a part of this quiz. We just had 10 questions. So that's the only thing.
We had to
know
limit
that
it.
in our hearts, there's a question about each of you.
Amen.
Okay.
Kahoot.it. If you don't know the URL, it's there again, KAHOOT.IT. You're going to put in a username just like last time. Look at you. You're already way ahead of it. We have a lot of users already. Cole, Sarah, I'm here. Someone literally just put, I'm here. Well,
Welcome.
we'll call you out if you win. Great job. Stacy Champagne is on the board.
Great.
Wonder
Do
Mom.
well, do well.
Who's Wonder Mom? Where are you, Wonder Mom? Okay. All right. That's fine. Okay. Peach, Handsome Rob. People are creative with their names, Stace. I like it.
I know, I love it.
It's so fun.
I mean, it's like the professor is here.
The professor. The professor.
So
And-
fun.
and-
Picasso? Picasso.
Welcome,
Hello.
Picasso. And we remember the answers are on the screen. The corresponding colors are on your phone. That is how the Kahoot works, but we will read them in order this time. Sorry about that. And it'll be the best ever. LJ, Mitzi, Jennifer, I'm a winner. Just calling it out right there. I am a winner is here to
Prophesy.
play. We're going to give you about 30 more seconds. Do people need more time? Do people need... Oh, you're feeling good.
People are good.
Oh,
They're
wonderful.
ready.
Okay.
Okay.
We won't give it 30 seconds. We will maybe give it 5 more seconds. Chad, do you feel ready? Count it down. 3, 2, 1. Let's play Kahoot with the first question. Stacy Champagne, who are we looking at?
Who is the 16th president of APU? I mean,
You know this.
Mary
Hopefully.
Hill, Richard Felix, John Wallace, or Cornelius Haggard?
Hopefully you know
Abraham
this.
Lincoln was also the 16th president of the United States.
Look at that. Stacy with the history. You know it's John Wallace. You know it's John Wallace sitting right there. Hopefully you knew that. And let's see what the leaderboard has to say. Yomster. Where are you? Is that Jeff Yom?
Jeff, is it
Yeah. Jeff, give us a
Yes,
wave.
represent that
Yeah,
back
in the very
area.
back row.
Yes,
Excellent
Jeff.
job, Yomster. I see you. Also, a fun fact, the quiz goes based on how quickly you respond. So if you know the answer quickly, you'll get more points if you answer quickly. Make sense? Awesome. Next question. Terry Franson is commonly seen wearing this on campus. It's
Mickey
iconic.
Mouse ears, APU slippers, top hat, or sweater vest.
What is it?
I have no idea.
Wait for it. He's wearing one in the picture. It's a sweater vest.
Well
It's a-
done.
Who put Mickey Mouse ears? I love you. We can be friends. Thank you for putting that. It is a sweater vest. Let's see what the leaderboard has to say. Council guy.
That's fun.
Where are you, council guy?
Oh,
Bill Fiala.
Bill
A literal
Fiala.
counselor.
What a hero
I
to
don't
us
know why I
all.
bowed
Thank
to
you, Bill.
Sorry about that. Council guy. Let's go to the next question. Stacy.
What endearing APU employee can you find roaming around campus in a facilities gator?
He's the best.
Steve Irwin, Henry Sanchez, Tim Tebow, or John Deere himself.
All related to Gators. All Gator related. But there is only one of these. The one, the only, Henry Sanchez. Oh, a true APU hero. We
wow,
love
that was
you,
insane.
Henry.
We didn't even practice that. That was
Didn't
amazing.
even practice.
Okay.
Are you here, Henry? Probably in the Gator as we
Yes,
speak.
Henry!
Oh, yes!
Yes!
Much love, my friend. Much love. Let's see what the leaderboard says. Chad L.
Wait, is that Chad Lowry?
Aren't you running the game?
Yeah. If you win, it's going to the second person.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Sorry. God first, Chad. God first. Next question. Kim Janu will be leaving APU to go to what country? We will read them. South Africa, Argentina, Ethiopia, or the Holy Land itself, Israel. Where's she going? Do we know? I think I know.
You know. I know. We
It's
know.
Ethiopia.
Yes.
Wow.
Is Kim Janu here?
Talk
we
about
love
it.
you, Kim.
We
if
love
you're
you,
here,
Kim.
if you're not here, we love you.
I mean, living out the difference maker calling. Wow. Ethiopia. Leaderboard says
Lauren!
Exclamation point.
Wait,
Lauren.
is that Lauren?
Lauren!
Wait,
Great
we
job,
love
Lauren.
Lauren works in our office. We love her.
So
also,
much love
she
for you,
can't
Lauren.
win. She
Yes.
can't win.
She's a
but
winner.
thank you for playing, and
Thank
you
you
are
for
a winner
being
in our
here.
hearts.
You did have some.
Okay.
Yeah. She did help create this, but that's okay.
I love also just the smiley face. That's amazing.
Who's the smiley face with the nose?
It's just like.
Okay. Yeah, you feel good? Oh, Jason Lashana?
Yes,
you're a
Jason
smiley
Lashana.
guy, aren't you, Jason Lashana? We like you. All right, next question, Stace.
Which Tennessee native has a strength for thriving at APU? Is it Davy Crockett, Keith Hall, Morgan Freeman, or Justin Timberlake?
Who thrives
I mean-
with his strengths? At APU, you know him, you love him. It's our friend Keith Hall.
Keith Hall! Oh, Keith Hall!
Are you here, Keith Hall?
We love you, Keith.
Yeah? Yeah, the Tennessee man himself. Woo! Yeah. Keith Hall. Who put Justin Timberlake? 15 of you put.
Not bad. Good answer. Good
These
answer.
are APU employees. Although I wish.
That
No
would be
complaints.
amazing.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Leaderboard. Smiley
Jason!
face.
Smiley!
The smiling Jason Lashana.
I love that.
I love that so much. Any words? Just a smile.
Right.
It's
No
like getting
words
an-
needed. No
it's-
words needed.
No words needed. It's getting an email from Stacy. It has like 17 smiley faces. Yeah,
True.
you know if you've gotten an email from Stacy. Great job, Jason. We're going to the next question.
Which Major League Baseball team did Lucci Guerra work with? The Dodgers, the Giants, the Cardinals, the A's.
You know her. Oh, great picture, Lauren. Excellent job. Where did she work? The picture kind of gives it away. It's
Hint?
Vin Scully and the Dodgers.
The Dodgers.
Dodger fans.
There are some Dodger fans.
Sorry about last year. I don't know what happened. The wheels fell off. This is your year?
This is it.
This is
This
LA?
is LA. It is LA.
Okay, got it.
We love
Whoa.
LA. We love
Shots
LA.
taken. Leaderboard says Jason Lashana, the smiling campus chapel program man, doing his thing. I think that's your official title, right? Campus Chapel Program Man. Great job, Jason LaShawna. Let's go to the next question. Which office of the president representative hails from the United Kingdom? Is it Vicky Bowden, Dawn Davis, Mark Stanton, or Andrew Barton?
Nice.
Barton.
I think everybody will get this,
You
right?
gotta know.
I mean, yes. Yes. Okay, a lot of people.
Mark Stanton was literally just on stage. No accent. No
That's
accent.
amazing.
But it is confusing. Andrew Barton, is he right there? You know him?
Yes.
You love him?
Yes, Andrew.
Hails from the UK. Leaderboard says
Smiley still.
Smiley Jason.
Smiley, we're still smiling.
Wow. Wow, Jason. Excellent
I
job.
don't
Just
know.
smiles. Any more words? Are you feeling good? Feeling good.
Okay,
Dr.
here we
Dre.
go.
Wow, you have been a consistent threat in these cahoots.
We're
Excellent
expecting
job.
big things from you in this next question.
Next question.
Okay. What is Woody Morewood's legal name?
Yeah.
Campus pastor himself, John, James, Peter, Andrew. Very biblical.
Very biblical. We were just going to put a picture of the 12 disciples, but that may have been confusing.
And did everybody get it? Okay, many of you got
James.
it. Many of you. That was a
You know.
tricky one.
James
That was a tricky
Morwood.
one.
James Morwood. Not Peter, not Andrew, not John. Let's see the leaderboard. Did Jason keep his lead? He did. Woo! Didn't you used to work for Woody? With
Still
Woody?
does. Still does.
Still does.
Still does.
Yeah, I see a little.
Right.
Okay, I understand why that's happening now.
Great.
job,
Well
Dr.
done.
Dre, holding down second place.
And council guy, we can't forget
Council
about
guy,
you.
Bill
Thank you.
Fiala. Okay, wait, who's still hungry?
Fair.
That's
Fair.
that's a player, not a question for myself. Who is still hungry? Are you embarrassed to say?
It's okay.
Is
I get it though, right?
Is it because your name is still hungry? Is that why you're embarrassed to say?
Fair.
All right, next question. We have two more. What prestigious award was recently
There
given
was a
to
hint
Tara
earlier.
Longman?
There was a hint.
The Mary Hill Award, the Professor of the Year Award, the Biggest Heart Award, or the Anna Draper Award?
Maybe a couple of these awards could have been given to her, but one official.
Mary Hill.
Yes.
I think we said that. Did we not say that a
Yes,
little bit earlier?
yes.
Is Karen here? That'd be amazing. It's okay. She's probably serving the community in some righteous way. I love it. Mary Hill. The next leaderboard will say that it is Jason. This is. I played many cahoots, Jason. Dozens of cahoots. This is uncharted territory.
Yeah, I don't know.
To
You
be in
have
the
a
lead for
streak.
this long. Stacey, do you have any compliments for Jason?
Just the biggest smile, like exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Way to go, Jason.
Wow.
So proud.
Classic,
so proud.
classic positive Stacey. Dr. Dre, council guy. Oh, Queen Juju.
Love that.
Where are you at, Queen Juju? Oh, yes. Who are you? Yes, you feel good? Is that your birth name or not? Okay. Respect, Queen. Long live the Queen.
Respect, Queen.
Last question. This is for all the marbles. Really, it's to see if Jason wins or not. Let's see what it says.
Which vice provost and former nurse is obsessed with the royal family? Vicky Bowden, Mother Teresa, Michelle Obama, or Diane Guido? Tricky question.
These are APU employees, not former first ladies. Just a hint.
And the answer, or the
Vicky Bowden. You know her. You love her. Is it not true you love the royal family?
9 days until the wedding. We have all been informed. There is the countdown.
That was not planned. That was incredible. Wow. 9 days till the wedding. It's like she's related to them herself. We love you, Vicky Bowden. We love that you love the royal family. 5 people. This is worth pausing at for just a moment. 5 people put Michelle Obama. I love that. Whoever you are, you're a star.
So good.
You're a star.
So
You
good.
5 people. It's probably 5 people sitting
Here's
next
the
to
big
each
moment.
other.
The big moment.
Can we do a drum roll one more time?
We should.
On
We
your knees,
should.
the drum
Okay.
roll right here for the big winner to see if Jason did it. Leaderboard says he did. Jason LaShawna, come on up. Give him a round of applause. Wow.
Yes.
Jason.
Smile all the way up. Smile all the way up. Come on.
Jason. Tunnel of 1. Woo! All right. Tunnel of 2.
Jason, congratulations. We couldn't be more proud.
Share some
Okay,
words.
maybe you could share what today has made you smile.
That I did not get the legal name of my boss incorrect on the quiz.
Fair. Well done, Jason. We're so proud of you.
Good job, Jason. We're going to welcome Thomas Parham back up.
77 of our faculty and staff celebrate 5 years of service in 2018. Please stand so we can thank you for your service. "62 employees celebrate their 10th anniversary with APU this year. Will you please stand? "23 faculty and staff began their service at APU in 2003. Will our 15-year honorees please stand so we can thank you for your service?
Gary Pine, a special memory, regular lunch at La Tolteca, and always seeing other APU faculty, staff, and administration there as well. Good work can be done at La Tolteca with people you had no idea were going to be there when you walked in. Advice for colleagues early in their APU journey. It's about the relationships. APU does it right, and maybe without all the bells and whistles of other universities, but certainly because it does people right. We make a difference in the students' and employees' lives because we invest in the people around us. Gary Pine, 25 years of service. William Yarkin. One time an old college buddy invited me to a hockey game. After I took my seat, the person behind me tapped me on the shoulder. It was a former student from a few years earlier. He was married now and leaving to begin his ministry career on the East Coast. He said good things about me and my colleagues in our department, especially how well prepared he became. When things like this happen, I give thanks because I know who has actually been at work. Advice for colleagues early in their APU journey. There are many demands on young APU faculty and staff members, and it is not unusual for our families to pay the price for meeting these demands. My advice is to take care of your physical body so that you can take care of your family and take care of your students in that order. William Yarkin, 25 years of service. Patricia Haynes. One of my favorite memories was our trip to South Africa to set up the South Africa Study Abroad program in 1977 with Dr. Michael White, Dr. Vicky Bowden, Dr. Brad Hale, Dr. David Esselstrom, and the late Dr. Kamasi Brown, among others. We enjoyed early mornings, long bus rides, an illness or two, and some animal adventures. It was a life-changing experience for all of us. Another memory was when I was faculty moderator, talking the provost and deans into wearing Christmas hats and singing carols to the faculty at our December meeting. This included such luminaries as Dr. Rose Leigler and Dr. Paul Gray, who looked dignified even wearing hats. I have so many memories of students in the hospital, some crying when they had to take care of their first patients ever, students lighting up when they had aha moments, traveling to conferences with students presenting for the first time. These are the best and most sustaining memories. Patricia Haynes, 25 years of service.
21 faculty and staff are celebrating 20 years of service to APU. Honorees, please remain standing until all your names are read.
Lucinda Adam.
Kathleen Baser.
Deborah Cram.
Kimberly Cross.
Pamela Crute.
Deborah Edens.
Vilma Freeth.
Barbara Hayes.
Betsy Holt.
Jiaolin Zheng.
Carol Lambert.
Brian Lampkin.
Cynthia McKnight.
Linda Mercer.
Rhonda Moreno.
Wendy Ramsey.
Daniel Shepard.
Refugio Cimentel.
Anthony Strickland.
Timothy Thomas.
And Leslie Van Dover.
In 1993, the following 9 people started their employment at APU. Please remain standing as your names are read.
Mara Clark,
Patricia Graffius,
Patricia Haynes,
Maria Pacino,
Gary Pine,
Efren Ramirez,
Patricia Skalnick,
Diane Teague,
and William Yarkin.
Woo-woo!
In 1988, Donald Thorson and Stephen Zymus began their work at APU. Please stand so we can recognize you. David Brokaw and David Weeks began their employment at APU in 1983. Please stand so we can thank our 35-year honorees for their service.
Terry Franson, a special memory. I have been blessed to work with an amazing, high-performing team. They remind me that we fly together like a group of geese. When one gets tired of breaking the wind for the other, the leader falls to the back, and the goose is able to get rest from its teammates. One time I went on for 10 minutes sharing how my teammates by name break wind for me, only to realize why they were beginning to laugh so hard they began to cry as I was sharing what I thought was a powerful tribute. Oh well. For the next generation of leaders at APU, remember you are all part of the mission. Your service here is to advance the kingdom of God. We are all agents for the transformation of our students as disciples and scholars to bring the love of Jesus wherever they may go. Terry Franson, 40 years of service. Roger Hodgson. Back in the 1980s, we talked about going to school versus going to work. The job entailed running the university in such a way that delivered the best education to our students while trusting God for the university's needs. We went to work to serve each other and our students with excellence, no matter what the circumstances. Through good times and hard times, God has blessed this university. The best 2 pieces of advice I can give to those who are on their APU career journey is to give God control of your service and to follow the exemplary example of how to serve through APU stalwarts, both former and current, such as Cliff Hamlow, Hank Boda, John Wallace, Terry Franson, and many, many others. Roger Hodgson, 40 years of service. Donald Neufeld. In 45 years, there are too many special memories to choose only one. But knowing and having known the people who have helped and caused APU to grow and develop from a somewhat unknown and relatively insignificant educational institution into a leader in Christian higher education, and in some cases, in the totality of higher education, has been an honor and a privilege that I won't forget. To name only a few, Don Grant, Malcolm Robertson, Paul Sago, Richard Felix, Cliff Hamlow, as well as those leading today who are committed to making APU a premier educational institution. Change will come, challenges will come, disagreements will come. Here's the best advice that I have found. Let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, since as members of one body you are called to peace, and be thankful. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly as you teach and admonish one another with all wisdom, and as you sing psalms, hymns, and spiritual songs with gratitude in your hearts to God. And whatever you do, whether in word or deed, do it all in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God the Father through him. Colossians 3:15-17. Donald Neufeld, 45 years of service.
Okay, we're back, but we're gonna change it up on you. So we're gonna now play a game, but it's a game called Watch Ya Mouth. So watch your mouth, and we have asked 4 people. Well, Nikki's gonna say yes, so this is the tool that's gonna be used. And we have 4 people who I think have kind of volunteered, kind of we asked. People, so could we please have Peggy Campbell, Terry Franson, Don Neufeld, and Roger Hodgson come to the stage?
Yeah.
We are so grateful for you.
I vote for another game of Cahoots.
I know you do, but you're gonna love it, and you're such a good sport. We appreciate you so deeply. Here's the thing. Thank you, friends. Okay, we want everybody to be able to see your beautiful faces. So here, okay, we'll do this. Okay, so what we're gonna do is maybe we're just gonna do these teams here. So Roger and Peggy, you are on a team. Terry and Dawn, you are on a team. So what we need you to decide right now is one of you are going to be a guesser, and one... Deal. Peggy, why do you want to be a guesser? Okay, this is awesome. I didn't, but guesser, one who guesses. So Peggy is going to be our guesser. Roger is going to put this little contraption in his mouth.
It's kind of like...
Terry and Dawn, we need a guesser. We need somebody who is going to speak truth to us. You're going to guess. Okay, Dawn, you guess. Terry, you are going to be our speaker. So what's going to happen is for the person...
Is that...
Part of the challenge is getting this piece in your mouth. So here, I'm going to help do this one maybe.
Like that, yeah.
Okay, sorry. I kind of used hand sanitizer not that long ago. Okay. Oh yeah, get it in there. Get it in there. Okay, so what's going to happen is for the person that is guessing, they are going to be blindfolded, like Peggy is being blindfolded right now. So the phrase that Roger is going to be speaking to Peggy will be on the screens. So all of you will know. Okay, so let's make sure our players understand this. So Roger, there is going to be a phrase that's going to be on the screen. You are going to say it to Peggy. Peggy is then going to try to guess it, but you get to say it twice before she has to guess. And whichever team gets the most words correct wins. So there's a lot at stake right here.
Stakes are high.
You've got this. Does this make sense? And so everybody in the audience can see the phrase is going to go up on the board now. Are you ready? Peggy, are you ready?
So ready.
Kind I have.
In case you couldn't...
Oh, good.
Oh, okay, so Peggy, that would have been really great if that was the phrase, but it wasn't, so we're gonna try a new phrase. Okay, but that was amazing. Amazing. So, okay, let's get that phrase on the board. Okay.
Who made these? I don't know who made that phrase. It's
okay,
very
so here we go.
Her hand, her hair, and France are early in pondering prayer and phrase.
Okay, one more time.
Okay, that was great. Peggy, do you think you have any of that?
None.
Okay, great. So this is great because Roger gets to say it one more time. So this is awesome. Okay, Roger, here's your chance.
Let's get it on the Herstein next time. Okay, here we go. Ready?
Yes, here we go. I'm ready.
Yes. Not a part of the phrase, but yes. Yes.
Good job, Peggy.
Okay. Her handles, her hair, and good, and France.
And France?
Close. Her early in pondering prayer and phrase.
Very good.
Prayer and praise.
Okay, so what do you think you heard, Peggy? We want to hear it all.
Purple pandas and something. Prayer and praise.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Well done.
Good.
Peggy,
Very done.
Okay, let's take off your blindfold and let's see what the actual phrase is, just so that you know it's purple pandas perform and prance.
I've never heard that phrase before.
That phrase before.
You are
I don't even know what I said.
you're such good sports. 6 words correct. 6 words. Those
Well done.
ands really were helpful. So well done. Okay, let's
So you
stand
two
by here.
Gonna go
Stand
right
by.
over here. Over here. Okay. Well,
We'll do this side. We'll do this
we
side.
can do
So
this side. We can
Yes.
do this
Okay,
side.
this is great.
We're just gonna scoot
Okay.
you over just a little bit. Just a little bit.
No,
You are not going off
no
the
edge.
edge.
No edge is even close. Okay. So, T. Fran, do you feel ready to speak?
Not really.
Great. That was not really. Don, how are you feeling?
Oh, just wonderful.
Okay. We're good.
Great job, Don.
We're good. So we're gonna get this phrase up on the screen. Here is your phrase.
You have two tries, Terry. So
Mars out between higher classes bestowing blessings on us.
That was amazing. Don, did you hear any of that?
Bruno Mars something between Bible classes while bestowing blessings on Bob.
Okay, that was amazing.
Yes.
That was virtually perfect. That was virtually perfect. Oh wait, do you want one more chance to get it perfect? No, you don't want it. You know it. You've seen it.
You did it.
Okay,
Well done.
so
Well
you
done.
did it. Okay, we have done this before. That was you can take that out if you want, but you don't have to. Do you want
No,
to take your
keep it in.
Or keep it in. We love it.
Keep it in.
Okay. Anything else you want to say?
This is a wonderful experience. I can't wait to do it again next year.
Okay, Terry, we give you a oh, I was going to say keep it in all day.
Can I take it out, please?
You can take it out. Okay, we just want to say thank you to all of our participants. We are deeply grateful for the work that you do. Thank you.
Well done.
Well done.
Great job. Sorry, I got a little up close and personal with you there. That's good.
Great job.
And now it is our pleasure to introduce the one, the only. If you didn't know he was the 16th president of APU by the Kahoot, now you do, Dr. John Wallace.
Well done, while we're at it, under your seat is this. Would you fish that out without doing as Franson did, flying with geese? So let's start with that. Woody, or as his closest friend call him, James, led our students in chapel in one of the final chapels of the year, and we handed these out to all students. And some of you in this room probably received one of these cards. And Woody's instructions, you know, the theme this year for our students was speaking words of life, that our words matter. Ask students to take this card and write a note to somebody on the back, and then they could drop it in campus mail, or better yet, deliver it to somebody. So we would like to do that today. I would like you as employees of the university to, honestly, Lucille, that was one of the finest moments of an employee receiving recognition. And when you said, "Do I have to say something?" what would you have said? Do you know? Come here.
Hello? I'm known for being a little loud, so I gotta stay a little farther back, but I just wanted to say thank you. I've never been poured more into ever than I have been when I'm at Azusa. And I'm a native of Azusa, so born and raised in this town. But it has been incredible to be stewarded by all of you. I think I see like 7 or 8 of my supervisors in this room, and it's just been absolutely a blessing to be able to mentor, to work alongside all of you, and to do that with so much grace. It has not been easy to be me, and I'm not quite sure what they said about my father, but it's been difficult. And so I'm just thankful for supervisors who provide grace when needed, allow time for medical emergencies, which happen often in my life. Some of you are first-hand witnesses to that, but I'm just really thankful for this community, and I would not be who I am. I would not be a follower of Jesus if it wasn't for APU, and I just think that I'm able to live so freely and with joy because I'm in this place, and I'm just absolutely thankful for everyone that chose me, so I appreciate that.
Do you have anything else you want to say? I've long felt that there really are two kinds of people in the world. And I wish it was divided by people of faith and people who don't have faith, but I don't know that that's always true. And the two kinds of people in the world are those who have a deep sense of gratitude and those who don't. And I agree with you, Lucille. I find this community to be full of people of gratitude. And I think what strengthens us and allows us to move forward each day in our own call to this Christ-centered mission is how we look at other people and how we look at our own situation, even when it's difficult, especially when it's difficult. So this is your assignment, that you will think of a person or an office, and you'll write a word of encouragement or gratitude on that, and you'll make sure that it gets to them, okay? We'll do that. Terry Franson has been a significant influence on this community for 40 years, and at his retirement or recognition in this room last week, we recognized together that there have been few who have impacted the culture and the character of the community, not just in student life, but in athletics and discipleship, and how we connect with the local church, and how students see themselves and reflected in his poor choice of clothing. We announced then, and I'd like to announce today, that the Cougar Stadium will have this sign out in front, naming it Franson Field. And Terry, just, as a former assistant coach to you, you have always been a person of gratitude. And the men and women who were on your team as students and on your team as staff and faculty, those of us who were privileged to walk behind you and see your model of leadership, we are more. We saw your gratitude. Thank you for your impact on APU. And I honestly, so here's the thing. I don't know anybody who's been here less than 5 years who received the Vivian Felix Award. And so you see Terry and Lucille, so it doesn't really matter how many years you serve, right? I mean, it doesn't, how God might choose to use open hands and a generous spirit and sacrificial service, that doesn't really matter. And if the theology of how we understand the Christian witness is correct, then it's the person who's unseen who receives the greatest honor. And although we use these as our best examples, they inspire us in moments when nobody's looking to be the best example of Christ. So I don't want to be responsible for taking another jewel from her crown, but another transition that we recognize today is with Peggy Campbell. And so Peg, so don't come up here because I know you're, like right now I'm in big trouble. I get that, okay. She's the one wearing the salmon-colored coat there. You can welcome her afterwards. But I've worked with a lot of board chair. I've known a lot of presidents of CCCU institutions. I have never known a board chair who has performed to the degree and caliber of service and generosity and awareness of student issues and employee issues as Peggy Campbell. So, Stacy, we're going to do it this way. Come up here because Peggy won't come up here. So here, we're going to do this, guy. Come on, come up here, quick, come up here. So I want you to go over to Peggy, give her these flowers, stand in front of her, repeat after me. I'm going to tell you what to say. Okay, Stacy, say, Peggy, we love you. And we are so thankful for you. Lucille, come up here. We have one more thing for Peggy. Can you give it to her? Okay. Look at the screen. This is what this is. We jumped into the crowd on, I think we have a picture. Don't you guys have a picture back there to put up there? We jumped there. We jumped into the crowd at graduation, and students surrounded Peggy, and many of these she's had in class, or she's taken to lunch or dinner, or I mean, you can't walk across campus with Peggy unless you have an extra half hour because everybody knows her. Peggy, thank you very much. One of my favorite theologians is Frederick Buechner. In the 1970s, he impacted a number of us who had just discovered the outdoors and the power of living with your life in a backpack. And so I had worn paperback copies of several of his early books. Let me read you a quote from Buechner from a book entitled The Hungering Dark. Buechner was talking about, he was much younger then, as we all were in the 1970s, but he was talking about the impact of his life, how he might think of every day the people that he comes in contact with or the people that God sends his way, intentional or unintentional. Listen to this. Buechner says, "The life I touch for good or ill will touch another life, and in turn another, until who knows where the trembling stops or in what far place my touch will be felt. In what far place my touch will be felt." That's us. That's you and me. Being sensitive to the work of the Holy Spirit in our life. Reaching out in generosity and compassion and truthfulness and humility and grace and welcome to students and colleagues. And sometimes putting aside for me, sometimes putting aside the things that feel like I've been wronged with or by or on behalf of, and seeing the imago Dei, the image of God in others created as he breathed into them. The impact of this university is your impact. The mission of this university accomplished is your day accomplished. And the image of Jesus Christ is you, is Terry and Lucille and Peg, Don and others. It's you. So thank you. Thanks for a great year. It's been truly remarkable. We've set a new high for how we might do these employee recognitions. Apparently, it's going to require games and our smart devices. What are you? Captain America. Are you next? Well, come up here, Tom. Tom's probably has some instructions on lunch and things. Do you have that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So why don't you do that, and then I would like to close with a blessing. Can we do that?
Absolutely.
All right.
The university invites you to join us in a celebratory lunch as a community. A vegetarian option is available. Food will be served here in Upper Turner and downstairs in the dining hall. If you haven't picked up your award yet, please do so from the south side of the room before leaving. Thanks for coming, and thanks for your service.
Okay, stand up. Let's pray. Father, thanks for a great year. Thank you for the breath we breathe, the electricity that fires our muscles, your Holy Spirit that guides our conscience, our colleagues that gracefully make space for us. Thank you for all of those recognized for years of service, retirement, and their unique and powerful contribution to your mission at APU. This food, we recognize, also comes from you, the bounty of which we are deeply, deeply grateful. So we give you what comes next: summer, fall, winter, and spring, until that day, they come no more here, but forever with you. In Jesus' name, amen. Shalom. Thanks for being here today.